I still can't believe I'm typing this, but here goes. About 2 weeks ago, a friend and I set out to explore an unmapped cave system tucked deep in a remote stretch of forest. We'd heard local legends about strange lights seen underground. Nothing too specific. Just vague stories of lost spelunkers and eerie noises echoing through the trees at night. Naturally, we were intrigued. We packed up our gear, headlamps, spare batteries, climbing ropes, and our old GoPro-style webcam, hoping to capture something cool for our small YouTube channel. On the second day of exploring, we rappelled into the mouth of a deep chasm. The air changed instantly, cooler, heavier. After squeezing through a narrow rock passage, we emerged into a massive underground chamber. Stalactites hung from the ceiling like frozen fangs, and the ground was littered with jagged stone formations. That's when we spotted something out of place. An old tripod was wedged between some rocks, partly rusted and barely standing. It was holding a small webcam pointed into a shadowed corner of the cavern. It didn't look like anyone had been down here in years, but somehow the camera was still powered, hooked up to a tiny solar panel rigged near a break in the rocks where some light filtered in. "Weird," my friend muttered, kneeling beside it. He slid out the SD card and plugged it into his phone. What we saw made my skin crawl. The footage was black and white, grainy, and flickered like old VHS tape. It showed that same corner the camera was facing, completely still, except for one thing. At least a dozen times in the past few weeks, something appeared in frame. A hunched figure just on the edge of the light, crouching low to the ground. Its limbs were long, almost too long, and it rocked slowly back and forth. It didn't move toward the camera, but its head swayed side to side, like it was listening for something. We kept scrolling through the clips, more and more unsettled. Then we hit the most recent file, dated just last night. The figure was closer. And this time, there was sound. A low, whispered hiss that lasted maybe 2 seconds. We couldn't make out any words, but hearing it made my stomach twist. Even through the tiny speaker on the phone, it felt like it went straight into my bones. I wanted to leave. So did my friend. But we were also stubborn and stupidly curious. We aimed our headlamps at that dark corner, the one from the footage. There was nothing there, just jagged rock, dripping water, and deep shadows. Then, footsteps, soft, scraping, slow. They echoed across the chamber floor. We both froze. My friend slammed the phone shut and killed the screen. The footsteps stopped. The silence that followed was heavier than anything I've ever felt. We didn't say a word. We just climbed out of that cave and didn't stop until we reached the trailhead. Now I'm home, safe, but I can't stop thinking about it. I haven't been able to sleep. Every time I close my eyes, I hear that hiss again, like it's waiting just beneath the surface of my thoughts. I keep wondering who or what set up that camera. And more importantly, why was it still filming, or worse, who was it filming for?